Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ask Dr. Be Good show, where we bring you the neat things that are happening in public education. And one of the neat things that is happening at Legacy is that we have a Mandarin Chinese program. And we've grown to the point where we've been able to hire a Chinese program coordinator. And so I hope some of you have noticed that our Chinese program has become a little bit more visible and will continue to become more visible as the time goes on, because we really need to make sure we emphasize that piece of our charter culture. I brought the Mandarin in, when I wrote the charter, I brought it in for a reason, and that is that we know we need to raise our children to be biliterate and bicultural, not only in Spanish, but in Chinese as well. The Chinese are never going to be anything but somebody we need to compete with, to be on level with, and to be able to do business with. And so preparing our young people to do that is, I felt like, an important part of our work. So before we go on, let's go ahead and introduce who's in the room.
Hi everyone, this is Ms. Yang, and I'm the Chinese Language Program Coordinator. Thank you very much for having me today.
And Ms. Yang, you were one of our first Chinese teachers, weren't you?
I was.
Yes.
Time flies.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Ms. Diaz. I'm the Chinese teacher in Mesquite West.
Hi, I'm Miss Liu. I'm the Chinese teacher in Plano.
Hello, I'm Jonah Watson. I am one of the scholars that are learning Mandarin.
Hello, I am DeCarlo Harris in 4th grade. I am one of the scholars in the Chinese Mandarin program.
Well, welcome, and thank you to your parents for bringing you all the way over here. It's always a treat to have kids with us, especially kids who are actually taking part in the program. So we're going to be asking you more questions a little bit later on. Ms. Yang, I know that you brought a very tight show today, so I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much for having us today. And I want to talk a little bit more about our program. So the reason why, just as Dr. Gu said, why we have a Chinese program in Legacy Preparatory Charter Academy is we can look at our vision as a charter school. So Legacy Preparatory Charter Academy will develop innovative citizens that is ready to serve and transform our global society. When we talk about the societies, we cannot imagine a global society that you don't know anything about China or Chinese. So based on that vision and based on that philosophy, we are growing a Chinese language program that is student-centered. So let's take a snapshot as what the global society was like. So I put Kung Fu Panda on the places where it's either where Chinese people travel around the world or the products travel around the world. And on the pie over there, the blue part is 23% world population are Chinese speakers. So these are the snapshots of our global society. Based on this, we are developing our Chinese language program that is centered on students' development with the input of school, parents, and communities. So when we talk about the schools, as a program, our Chinese program is the first place we start to build to leverage other school classroom teachers or fine arts teams to influence our scholars about Chinese learning. Now I want to introduce you Mrs. Diaz from Mesquite campus to share with us some practices she has been doing in her classroom and in her campuses.
Thank you, Miss Yang. So this year, our campus has been doing a wonderful job because we have a strong team with good teachers who work together. And then last month, January 23rd, we have a parade in the morning. So we have some pictures we can show you how wonderful our parade is. So our parade will have some Chinese dragon show. We have some Chinese lion dance. Also, we have the traditional jazz show. And then our kindergarteners, we also have some kung fu show and some Chinese songs. So we love to do that. That is so cute. Like a lot of parents come. We have wonderful time, and at night we also sell dumplings. I think we sold more than 300 dumplings that night. That was really good. And we also sell some Chinese gifts, little gifts, chopsticks, something like that. Students like that a lot. So that is something happening in our campus. We did a wonderful job on that. And we also got a lot of support from parents. They come here, they're happy, they take pictures, and we like that.
Well, let me mention that, especially at Mesquite, you have 700, almost 700 kids taking Chinese. There's two of you, right? Two Chinese teachers?
Yes.
Because you have kinder through sixth grade, and there's 100 kids at almost every grade. I think maybe not kinder, but you have almost 700 kids taking Chinese in Mesquite. And then in Plano, you probably have close to 200 in the K6. So, I mean, we're now, in the next couple years, we may be approaching almost 1,000 students taking Chinese. So we have lots to be proud of, but we also want to make sure it stays engaging and fun and relevant. So thank you, ladies, for doing that. The pictures were beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then for sixth grade, this year we have sixth grade. Last year we have sixth grade too. And then this year we'll continue to have sixth grade. That's my pleasure to be a teacher to teach sixth grade. So they are very excited about Chinese program. And then I have a video to show you how sixth grade, like they are saying, they introduce themselves and they say their name, they say hello, and then they also say I like Chinese in Chinese. So now you can also see the video how sixth graders showing their Chinese.
你好，我叫 Gabriel，我喜欢中文。你好，我叫 Adrian，我健康教文。你好，我叫 Hyro，我喜欢中文。你好，我叫我喜欢中文。
真棒！
我叫 Antonio，我喜欢小文。
好喜欢中文。
Very good. Thank you for the video. And then since our program is such a successful program, we have a very good opportunity to go to Region 10 to present our Chinese program as an example. And then we show our program to teachers from Fort Worth, from Arlington, and from Garland. We have a very, very good learning experience from other teachers, and they are learning from us. So it's a very good teamwork this year, and I'm very happy and proud that I am the Chinese teacher in our legacy PCA.
Well, yeah, we're very proud of you guys. This is the first time that they've had, I think, a Chinese conference or symposium at Region 10.
It's a low-tech summit. So we did have two charter school wins, so we are one of them.
And so that's sort of something to really pat ourselves on the back for, to be selected to present to other schools over Chinese. It's just, that's just another feather in your cap. Good for you, ladies. I'm sure it won't be the last time either.
Well, we also have Miss Liu today. She's from Plano campus, and she also bring two of her students from 4th and 5th grade. Miss Liu, can you please show us about the learning going on from your campus, please? Thank you.
Of course. I'm super excited today because I have two students coming here to show us our program. And I know they are introduce themselves in English already, but right now they're going to introduce themselves in Chinese. Okay, go.
In a high voice.
Jonah.
Jonah, really high.
我叫 Jonah.
我叫迪卡罗。
Really good. And Jonah has something special today. Whoever has birthday today, they got a chance to listen to Jonah sing happy birthday in Chinese. Okay, go ahead, Jonah.
祝你生日快乐，祝你生日。I forgot. 祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐。
Really good, really good. And the color, we learned 星期, so you can count from Monday to Sunday in Chinese. Are you ready?
星期一，星期二，星期三，星期四，星期五，星期六，星期日。
That's great. Thank you, kids. And they also can do the greetings each other. So, you ready? So, Jonah will be person one. Okay, are you ready?
你好，你好，你叫什么名字？
我叫迪卡罗。
很高兴认识你，
我也是。
再见。
再见。
Really good. Thank you.
So now can you tell us what that said?
Yes. So basically, Jonah's person one, you can. That's,
So what we say for the first one, 你好 is hello in Chinese.
For the second one is responding to another. 你好 is hello.
And then for the second part of person one, we say, what is your name?
For the second part of person two, we tell them our name. My name is so and so.
And for the third part, we say, nice to meet you.
Then the third part, we say nice to meet you too.
And then for the fourth part, for person one, we say goodbye.
For person two, we also say goodbye.
yes, that complete the whole greeting.
So kids have to do that every day to get very comfortable with the greeting?
Yes, we review from time to time so they won't forget.
Yes. So, Jonah, you sort of have an interesting background with Chinese. Talk a little bit about that. And closer to the mic.
So I moved to Arizona when I was in kindergarten, and I learned. I had like a half a class in Mandarin, and I did it for about a year, and then we moved, and we did a lot of stuff. I knew a lot Mandarin, but then we moved and I forgot some of it.
And then what happened when you came here?
And then I came to Texas, and then I went to Legacy in 3rd grade. My mom found out that we had Mandarin here, so she put me into it. And I've been doing it for 3 years.
Mm-hmm. This is your third year.
This is my 3rd year.
Did you find that some of the Mandarin came back that you had learned as a kindergartner?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not unusual. The baby brain, as we call it, it's like a sponge. And that's why we want to start the not only Chinese, but also the Spanish, to give you all the opportunity to grasp onto it early enough. And there's a lot of bilingual brain research out there that says why this is a perfectly wonderful way of learning, a second and third language for kids that are young. So it's cool that you were able to have the Chinese in kinder, be able to bring it back from the back part of the brain to the front and keep using it. I know a little bit about this. I grew up bilingual. I was in Latin America when I was 3, of course, I sort of spoke English as much as 3-year-olds speak English, and then I landed in Argentina with complete Spanish. And so the baby brain took over, and I was able to not only speak Spanish, but speak it like a native. And so hopefully Miss Liu, are you finding that Jonah's accent is pretty good as far as Chinese?
Close.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And some of it has to do probably with the fact that he had it as a kindergartner.
Learning young, yes.
Yeah. How about DeMarco's accent?
And Marcos, the Carlo doing good.
DeCarlo, yes. DeCarlo is, I sense a strength in him, a comfortableness with the language. And that's really cool too, because that will help you want to take more risks with the language. And that's part of it, isn't it?
Right, yes.
Can you talk a little bit, and anybody can talk a little bit about what you see with children and taking risks in front of their friends when it comes to speaking, especially a language like Chinese?
Yes. Chinese is one of the most hardest language to learn, and
Right.
I find out that kids that's not afraid of like lose face or make mistakes
Right.
learning it learn fast because they got a lot of practice and they got encouragement, and when they practice more, because they're not afraid to say it even though it's not accurate at first, but they keep trying, so that help them a lot. So I think that's very important in learning a foreign language.
It is. It really is. And so, boys, keep trying to make mistakes as you learn the language, okay?
Okay.
Take risks. Don't be embarrassed by making mistakes because, legacy, we fail forward, right? We have that everywhere. But it's a true thing. It's a real thing.
And speaking of taking risk, Miss Liu also have one student, Aria. I want to show her video about how she takes the risk and take the initiative before anyone asks her to present in our fundraising show to the parents and the students. Actually, I have one of her video here. I want to show everyone how I'm so proud of
This is
her.
the Chinese princess
Yeah.
that's gonna come here, and she's gonna take us here. So over here, you have some things like you could put your pencils in there, a candle, and a pen with the a picture. And so then you come down here with the sock pocket, pop socket, pop socket and stuff. And these are the Chinese coins. This is the four. Yeah, the silver, I guess. What are these?
Dividers.
These are the dividers. They're really pretty. Stickers. And you can put something in here. Now come over here. This is the best one. Look. The metal fan. Oh, panda. And then the panda thing. And it comes down here. Come down here.
I had the pleasure of meeting that young lady. As a matter of fact, I bought a lot from that young lady for my grandkids. They enjoyed that. But she was very, very comfortable. You can tell she's a PBL kid. Very comfortable with adults, talking to adults, and talking about what the current topic is. And her current topic was to sell Chinese product.
Yes. Actually, I was there to ask, so tell me, why should I ask you to be here to be my salesperson? And she was like, I'm good at sales. Some kids was like, I'm good at presenting, I'm good at organize, because when you sell, you need to organize the stuff in a way that looks more presentable. So I have a lot of girls like Aria that I help out for our fundraising. So this shows us how our program and PBL can boost our students' confidence in some real life scenarios.
Now, talk a little bit about some of the neat things that you do, and Ms. Diaz or Ms. Liu, you can do this, but you guys not only focus on the language, but you focus on the culture part. So talk about how you bring that culture part alive.
Good. Yeah, so the culture part, I think the last the New Year separation is one of the big part for us. So we celebrate the Chinese New Year, and then during the Chinese New Year, we give kids envelopes, the red envelopes with money inside. So they are so happy, like this is good wishes, and we want you to enjoy the happiness about Chinese New Year. And also during the year, we have a lot of festivals, Chinese festivals. We will make mooncakes. So we really bring flour and everything to make with the students. So they make mooncake like they just made from scratch by themselves. They're so happy to see something real from China. And they really want to make dumplings because they know dumplings is like important in Chinese cultures. So that is how important like you Mexican people see how to say tamales. So that is how important we see dumplings in Chinese culture.
So how do you teach the kids to use chopsticks?
Chopsticks. Oh, that's fun. That's always a fun part, even though from kindergarten to 6th grade. So I will really bring chopsticks to the classroom, and then they are going to use how to hold the chopsticks. And they always complain at the beginning, Miss Diaz, this is so hard, I cannot do it. And I always give them surprise, like a box of popcorns, a box of some snacks.
Marshmallows,
and,
I've seen the marshmallows.
Something like that. So after they see that, say, yes, Miss Diaz, I can do it. Give me 1 minute to practice. After that, yes, they master how to use chopsticks. And also they're proud of knowing how to use chopsticks. And also I also bring ping pong to the classroom. So they also play ping pong and then the calligraphy, a lot of Chinese stuff. Because all of us, we are proud of being a Chinese, and then we want the students feel that. So just like be happy about who you are, be proud of who you are. Yes.
So Ms. Yang, I don't want to derail you from your presentation, so what do we have left?
Oh, I actually want to give credit for our fine arts team, because we cannot do any of this without their support. Actually, especially in Miss Liu's campus, in Plano campus, can you tell us something about how the art teacher and music teacher, they have supported us? Yeah.
Yes. Our music teacher, Miss Almond, she had a choir, and actually the color, you're in the choir, right? You're in the choir. Yes. We don't have a lot of time. She does not have a lot of time. Also, the choir only like 2 or 3 times practices. They sing a Chinese folk song, Mo Li Hua, really good for the Chinese celebration. And I'm so proud of the choir and Miss Almond's team. And also our art teacher, Miss Mueller, and the secondary art teacher, Miss G. She and her art club students made a dragon, movable dragon.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Yes.
And we had to pray, and the parents are so excited to see that. Yeah, so I really appreciate, I had a lot of people support us
Yes.
in the Plano campus. Yes.
And actually, we have a video here to show you how the dragon was made by Ms. G and Mr. Mueller. With their help, they made a dragon, and also how the jasmine flower was like in the song. So, hope you enjoy it.
Art class with the dragon.
Ready, set, go. Left, 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 right, left. We're gonna have left. Okay, go ahead and pull.
Left, right.
Wow! Wow! The dragon!
So the first one is from Plano campus, and second one is from the Mesquite campus. So we have both of our team from Plano and Mesquite Fine Arts to support us. Can I also show you a video about the school parade that is in Mesquite campus? We have all our fine arts team together, give our students such a fun time on the Chinese New Year Day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also, I want to thank you, our PTO, because they also support us a lot. Mr. Schmidt and Ms. Jen from Plano campus, and also our PTO president at Mesquite campus, Mrs. Jaramillo. She has been giving us a talk to tell us like how to reach her for support, and these are the people we really want to say thank you to.
Hi, my name is Maria Jaramillo, and I'm the president PTO. And I'd like to thank everyone for helping us this year, but also at the same time let the teachers know that we're here to help in whatever we can assist you, whether it be in the classrooms, whether it be with any type of field trip or any type of fundraiser. We're here to help you. Tonight we had a wonderful night with the PTO. We helped the Chinese, decorate. We helped with arrangements to bring the PTO forward. And we're really excited for the following year. Want to let you know that we're here to help you and support you as much as we can. I love to do this. This is my children's basically home. So I like to bring that joy to the rest of the kids. So let us know how we can help you.
Well, that is very, we are very blessed to have all the team support for us, Fine Arts team, PTO, and also our community. This time we were able to bring the community members like local Chinese food restaurant to our school. And I have a slide to show you that one of the restaurants, she actually come to both of our campuses to sell our Chinese authentic foods. This is the lady. She's from local restaurants, and these are the items that she's selling on the day. So we were actually able to connect communities, parents, and school together for our program this time for student-centered language program. That's something we really aim to do in the beginning, and something we will continue to strive for in the future, just like Aria did in the video. We really hope to grow global citizens that can be the agent of a global society that can transform our community, school, and parents in the future. Right now, we are giving them the input to influence them, but we believe that in the future, they can become the agent of an influencer.
So we only have a couple minutes left already. Wow. So, boys, let me ask. When you go to a Chinese restaurant, do you go to Chinese restaurants? Do you eat Chinese food? Do you guys attempt to speak Chinese?
Not really.
You might. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to take the risk to at least greet. Most of the waiters in Chinese restaurants are going to be Chinese. And so I would like to challenge you to go ahead and see if you can at least catch their attention. And I think they will be very delighted to have you attempt that, okay? All right. And then in our last minute, how can parents help further the Chinese cause with their kids at home? How can they help?
Well, do you teachers want to say something about how parents can help? Mm-hmm.
Yes, so parents, actually I have been calling parents and they're very supportive, and they always, sometimes I send videos home like, this is how your kid speaks Chinese, and this is the video, and the parents like, oh, thank you so much, I am so proud of my kid, and I'm so happy to see them speaking Chinese. So parents, if I call you, please answer my phone call, because sometimes I would like to tell you good news about how wonderful your kids at school, and then I would like to send you some pictures and videos about how they're doing in my class. And also we have PTO night, and please come and join our kids. They're very proud of themselves. Everything they're making, we will ask them to take home, and then please spend time with them and then look what they're doing. And a lot of my students, they tell me, Miss Diaz, I teach my parents Chinese. And I say, good job. And they also say, Miss Diaz, I went to Chinese restaurant. I say, ni hao. And then when they give me food, I say, 谢谢. And after that, they talk to me in Chinese. And I feel so bad because I don't understand more. But Miss Diaz, please teach me more. And it's no problem.
See, it makes it relevant. That's what I'm talking about. And so to have a relevant reason to learn Chinese will help you learn it faster. And so maybe one of the conversations you guys can do is a conversation at a restaurant. Maybe you can train the kids. Yeah, train the kids to do a role play where they are the customer and you guys are the wait person, and then you guys enter into a conversation around, the everyday part of being at a restaurant. But that just would be so cool for you guys to be in an outside environment and able to use your language in a relevant way. Okay? And so let me know if you do that. I'll be interested to know. Okay? Well, as I always say, 30 minutes in the podcast world feels like 5. And so, yeah, there you go, Jonah. Thank you, all of you, for coming on. Thank you, Ms. Yang, for preparing this program. And it won't be the last time that we're going to shine a light on you because you have so much neat things going on. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to the Ask Dr. Be Good show. For more information on Legacy Preparatory Charter Schools, visit our website, legacypca.com, or call 469-249-1099. And remember to like us on Facebook, where we stream live weekly Tuesdays at 3 p.m.